I have decided to take up politics. I am sure that soon I will rule Tropico. For the benefit of future historians, I have started writing this journal. Here, I will keep a record of my rise to power and my struggle to make Tropico the best nation in the world. First, I have to learn how to rule an island nation. The famed Generalissimo Santana has decided to take me under his wing and teach me the basics. My first goal is to learn how to navigate around my island, how to examine buildings and citizens, and how to order new constructions. You can't do anything without money to pay for it. Generalissimo Santana says that it is imperative to learn how to make money from my island. The Generalissimo explained that he will teach me how to manage optional tasks, how to make money at the beginning of my role, and how to develop industry later on. Production and transportation are the basics of an island's economy. Understanding production chains, workers, wages, and job slots is the difference between a good ruler and a failure. Finally, I will have to acquaint myself with international trade and foreign imports. Exploiting the people too much can have dangerous consequences. Generalissimo Santana warns me that I will occasionally have to meet the demands of the citizens, unless I want to deal with rebels and coups all the time. The Generalissimo wants me to study the needs and happiness of my subjects. Learning how to manage civic services such as healthcare, housing, and law enforcement may prove useful indeed. Citizen education seems very important as well. I will need educated people to staff my military and workforce. I am tired of learning about managing islands, constructions, and keeping the populace calm. I want to find out how real politics works. The scheming, the power struggles, and the betrayal. Generalissimo Santana has finally agreed to coach me in the art of surviving Tropican politics. The Generalissimo explained that there are two main political battlefields: internal politics dominated by the Tropican factions and foreign politics dominated by the superpower nations. To improve my standing with these factions and powers, I have to meet their demands. Sounds simple enough.
There's nothing quite like being in command and holding the reins of power. There's no doubt about it. It's fun to be number one. The almanac is your best friend. It contains all the information you'll ever need. Let's take a look. Politics in Tropico are dominated by 8 factions: communists, capitalists, religious, militarists, intellectuals, environmentalists, nationalists, and loyalists. Each faction has its own political ideals and demands. The respect of a given faction defines how content that faction is. If the faction's respect is low, it will make problems. If the respect is high, it will support you in the next elections. I find foreigners very annoying. Unfortunately, from time to time, you have to deal with the so-called superpowers. Here you can see your relations with the...
En travesuras de la vida, en lo mucho que te amaba y en lo mucho que te quería. No me explico ni cómo nuestro amor. Tú lo fingías una relación que yo amaba llena de sabor, llena de mentiras. Y ahora...
As you may imagine, my friend, a presidente's word is law. Ministers are the people that interpret your words into specific laws. That is why you need ministers to issue most edicts.
de mi vida, por favor, hemos ya terminado. Sabré vivir sin nuestro amor.
Some buildings and edicts can improve your relations with a foreign power.
Si te encuentras a otro, acuérdate de no mentir, te pagará por mi dolor. Con lo que me hiciste te vas a arrepentir. ¡Oba! Estaba yo pensando en travesuras de la vida. En la primavera yo viví el infierno con en travesuras de la vida. Ay, qué pena me da tu caso, lo tuyo es mental. Mejor yo me marcho. Estaba yo pensando en travesuras de la vida. Le suplico a mi Dios querido que no me deje volver jamás contigo.
Excellent! Now that the ministry is built, you will have to hire ministers.
Eva.
Well done, Presidente. Thanks to your efforts, the loyalist demand has been satisfied and their respect has increased. Good. Bureaucrats in the Foreign Office have begun inventing new forms and documents to improve your relations with your foreign partners and to annoy normal people. The hunger for resources drives countries to war. Trade is the engine of peace. Now that you have a Minister of Defense, you can issue defense edicts. Well done, Presidente. You've mastered the art of lawmaking. Good rulers know when to use the correct edicts to achieve their goals. Gathering money for the Tropico treasury is important, but sometimes you need to set aside something for yourself. That's why you have an untouchable Swiss bank account.
Buenos días.
Presidente, you can call me Sunny. I want to talk to you about the environment. Everything is so green and beautiful. Thank you, Presidente.
I have learned all that Generalissimo Santana can teach me. Politics is a dangerous art, and I have to master it to remain in power. I must keep a watchful eye on the local factions, improve the respect of the larger factions first by satisfying their demands and completing faction tasks. If a faction's respect is low, it will cause problems and won't support me in the next elections. Maintaining good relations with foreign powers will grant me more foreign aid and other benefits. I have to avoid angering the US and the USSR, or I might find myself out of a job. Finally, I must remember to set aside something for myself in my Swiss bank account.